This short video is the introduction to a set of videos I've made. The reason I've made them is to help you if for some reason you haven't figured out what's been happening since the world first heard of a virus early in 2020. You might ask, if we've never spoken or met, why this video is called Welcome Back. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. Now, my first goal is to hold your attention for 30 seconds. If I can do that, please stay with me for 5 minutes and then to the end of this video. I'm not trying to recruit you into some stupid cult, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist either. I'm not being paid to make these videos, and I'll never monetize them. I don't profess to be an expert in the subjects I'm going to cover. But I will tell you I went to 2 universities for over 8 years, took 64 3-hour exams in engineering, worked full-time at the same time in a coal mine for 10 years on the coal face, served in the Territorial Army at the same time, and qualified there as my unit's nuclear, biological and chemical defence instructor. I've also been in business for 30 years, so when I started looking at the virus, I really studied everything, and when I finished I just felt like stopping everyone in the street to tell them what I'd discovered. Now, I know that's a bad idea, so for my own peace of mind I've made these videos, and after you've watched them I will have a clear conscience when anyone asks me in the future, what did you do in 2020? I'm literally trying to save your life and the lives of those around you and the lives of your family in the future. I might shock you that I say something as serious as save your life, yet should you hopefully stay with me for the whole journey of what I have to share with you, I think you'll come to agree with me on that. I'm begging you as a fellow human being to accept, even if it's just for 5 minutes, a part of your mind has been heavily influenced by false information, and that's why I'm saying the words anaesthetists say to their patients when they open their eyes after surgery, they start to wake up, they say, welcome back. What I'm going to say will seem impossible, but to help you I'll refer to a quote from a Sherlock Holmes writing, which is, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. It's likely that what I'm going to say will be met with resistance in your mind. And it depends on how much faith you have in your government and the news channels and how much you rely on that to get your information. That depends on the resistance you're going to have. Now, please remember this. I'm not here trying to change your mind. What I am here to do is to show you information that's been frequently censored. Then after studying the information, you can decide for yourself what to accept and what to reject. I was lucky to wake up to the truth about the 2020 virus for several reasons. Firstly, because a few years before the news of coronavirus hit the mainstream media, I'd read an economics and history book with a strange title. It was called The Creature from Jekyll Island, and that helped me to see the massive financial crash in the late autumn of 2019, which was incredibly unreported in the news. Secondly, because I had a small amount of military experience with chemical and bioweapons, plus quite heavy duty experience in engineering, and that made me very analytical. Thirdly, because I stumbled across the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And when I saw how hugely beneficial they were to everyday life, I was shocked by government and mainstream media's very unfair criticism of them, which instead of making me run away from them, made me look at why were they so opposed and what was it about the blockchain that threatened government so much. There were other reasons, other factors, but you get the picture as to when the virus hit the news. Instead of me saying, oh my God, this virus is terrible, we all need to hide behind our sofas, that was the bombarding message every night on the news channels. So instead of panicking like the rest of the world, watching the TV news, I stopped for a few minutes and thought, something isn't right. And the real look I had was I already had a great source of alternative news, and that's what really saved me. So something has brought you here, and hopefully you'll look back in a year or two and think this was your lucky moment, just like I did. Now what I'm going to say next is really important, because I know people who have committed suicide because they didn't listen to this advice, which is only digest what you can digest. The information I'm going to share with you, so truthful, so compelling, so gripping, it becomes addictive, but that in itself isn't too bad. What is bad is that unless you see a way out, you can become dangerously depressed, feeling helpless. And some people I know have taken their own lives. So please monitor your feelings often when you watch these videos that I'm going to open up for you. That's why I say I was lucky, because I was already half awake anyway, and my alternative news sources were very quick to identify that this was a false story. Now I'm also going to ask and request that you don't be lazy, because on this channel I'm going to try to make it easy for you by directly taking you to highly credible sites and people, which will save you trawling through a lot of rubbish. You do, however, still have to click on the channels and listen to the people who I'm going to send you to. Otherwise, you won't get the whole picture. So please don't be lazy. Set aside some time every day to go through my content. I'm not kidding when I say it could save your life. So welcome back. You made it this far. Now let's get educated. And the best way to start is to see how the world really works and how it was put together for the 200 or 300 years or so leading up to 2020. When you understand that part, everything we're living through today becomes crystal clear, and you'll stop saying things like, yes, but people are dying, so it has to be real. And you'll stop asking, why is this happening, and why is my government so stupid in the face of all this truth? Surely they know this information as well. If you're asking these questions like that, then your awakening, I'm afraid, can be quite brutal. But please keep going all the way through this video set. The mind's like a parachute, only works when it's open. The next video on this channel discusses how the world works. I'll see you there.